Welcome back. My name's Dustin Taylor. This is Divinity Virtue. So, the fact that I'm making like two videos in 2 days means there must have been like either a lot that's going on in my head or just whatever's going on. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I don't know where this video will go because I had a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and then I kind of said to myself, do I really want to talk about them or do I not? So if this video is like longer than 15 minutes, I decided to talk about everything. If it's 15 minutes, it's been a short video for a good reason, I guess. So it's interesting because like my one friend's coming back into my life, and I know he's watching my videos, but he doesn't say anything. So I'm going to post this video, and we'll see how this goes. So when he moved here, and he comes from a family that has wealth back in India, and a lot of people didn't really accept him for who he was here. I did. I had no problem accepting anyone. You know what? You treat me good, I'll treat you good. So, like I said, we based our friendship on like material things, money. He has a knowledge full of wealth of just everything. It's quite interesting. He's got a very smart mind if he wants to use it. But then he comes over, and there was countless times that people would buy him drinks or give him cigarettes or lend him money or take him out or give him rides. And I was one of those people. And he would never fully pay back what I gave. Okay, so in my mind, that's being a taker. But hey, I'm the one giving, so I also there's two people involved in the situation. But then he tells me like that when he was over here and when he left to go back to India, he took he invested I don't know how much money, but made $200,000 and took it back to India. And I'm thinking, okay, so if you're my friend and you know that you've known me for 2 years or whatever. He also had a truck here. So if I was true and loyal to you and you know that I don't have a vehicle, why wouldn't you have sold me your truck before you left? Okay? That might have helped me out in the future. Just let's go with these thoughts for a second. All those times that I spent buying you drinks, food, blah, 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 you may have reciprocated, but not to the exact amount that I'm at. So if you made $200,000 before you left to go back to India, couldn't you have said, "Hey, Dustin, here's $1,000. Thank you for everything you did for me. Like I really hope that this can like help you move forward." And then so now he's back in India, and he's telling me about all this like, "See, I told you guys that my family would spend money on me, blah blah blah." Yeah, we knew that. You are a spoiled rich kid. You have so much self entitlement behind you. And he goes, I'm just being the 1%. And then he sends me videos of like Tristan Tate. And I'm thinking, he goes, "This is me. Is this not me?" I'm going, "No, you could be like that person because if that's the case, take David Dobbins' mind and take Andrew Tate's personality and then somehow mix me with like somebody who loves God and put those people together. And if I sent you videos, all of those three people, that's me. Or I can make a video right now, show you guys this is me. Like this is me." And it's interesting because so I haven't gone out in I don't know 4, 5, 6 weeks. I don't know the exact number. So I go out last night, and it was just one of those at the very end of the like I could have stayed home. I could have just ate like a fat kid, but I was like, I haven't gone out. Like I should just go out. And I go out, and it was just a flether, a flock of men, females. Like it just it all came around me, and I was just thinking, is that ever interesting? It was like people saw me, and it was they would turn, come, give me a hug. We would talk. Even one of my buddies, one of my the guy that was hoping that we could go to Africa, and this is interesting because I said, "Are you willing to gamble on Africa?" He goes, "Great idea," but he goes, "I can't." He goes, "Bad timing for me," and that's how life works, timing. Because this literally sets up my futures. Because Africa was that secret hidden path that only works out if I have certain people that can come with me. And if he can't do it, because he goes, you know what? My sister just started a business in Dubai. He goes, I'm in with her right now. He goes, you get family first. I go, oh, by all means, like it should be family first. So my Africa deal might be just closing out. Like, and that's the very interesting part because the psychic and the medium never saw Africa in my path. Never. So that's the very weird part. And I know in a spiritual awakening, there's a hidden path, and that could have been Africa, and that's only if things lined up. So maybe like, this is getting very interesting when I say like my life is planned out. I know Australia is the ending, and I can tell you right now, I'm cold in this country. It was 17 degrees and the wind's going. I feel like I should be wearing a winter jacket. That's how bad it is. But so like I go out last night and I have people who I haven't seen in 6 months, 4 months, long time. It just seemed that everyone who wanted to be out last night was everyone that I knew, and I just can't explain it to you. Like I don't know. Like I look at people's eyes, and it's interesting because even when I came home, I looked at my own eyes, and I don't drink. I didn't have any. Well, I smoked a joint, but I don't even think I smoked a joint until 2 hours before I got home. So pretty sure that would not have affected me. But I'm thinking, I looked in my own eyes in the mirror. My pupils looked like I must have been just on cocaine or something. They were bigger than I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was like I was just watching all these people, and like when I was talking to them, I could see the love or the admiration, like I could see the respect. Shit, like even some of my friends, they're just up to no good all the time. I get it. That's who they are. Kind of watch it, look at them, go, all right, one of them's going to fight tonight. That's just who they are. Like everyone has that type of friend. So, anyways, they were talking, and this one guy asked to borrow my lighter and whatnot. And then once I got my lighter back, they're like, if that guy says anything to us, he's getting his ass beat. And sure enough, he said something to them, and I think I blinked, and that guy probably got 6 punches right to the face before he even knew what was going on. Then he gets kicked out, the other one gets kicked out the other side. Oh, reputational town. I'm going to tell you, everyone has a reputation in this town. I could be the biggest bitch in the world, but I'm going to tell you right now, like, if they did a poll on the town of, like, in Lethbridge, how many people would win in a street fight, and it said 99% think they could win in a street fight, I would be that 1% who says, nah, you know what? I got a black belt, and I still don't think I could win. I bet you there's always someone stronger, smarter, wiser. I'm good. I'll suck up my pride. I'll walk away. I'll say I'm sorry. Hands up. You know what? I'm good. That and I don't want to get uglier. So hidden motives there. Like those are nice. I'm good. I'm good. Anyways, so I was talking to this one girl, and she goes, you know, I have to tell you something that's so weird. And I go, what's that? She goes, I've met two people in my entire life who are different. And I said, okay, well, one, that you're talking to me like this, it means that I'm one of those two people. I said, okay, tell me the other one, what happened? And she goes, My roommate says that she is in a twin flame relationship and she's the God version of her twin flame. And she goes, "Why do you keep telling me that you're the God version of your twin flame?" And I said, "Because my twin flame is the devil, hangs out with the devil, does every devilish thing, did every devilish thing to me. And I already know that my goal in this world is not to save her." Okay? So I told her, I said, "Your roommate, if she thinks that she's supposed to be in that twin flame relationship and save that other person, that's not the test. The test is that if she's actually following God, that you have to learn to let go of something to save the masses. So if I am supposed to save the devil girl because I've opened up a health and wellness company that got me away from my habits, triggers, and learned to be a better version of myself and to grow and to take everything step by step by step by step, I can't help change other people. I could barely take care of myself. I take care of my grandma. I take care of me the best I can do. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The only reason I know that everyone could probably follow my same path is that if a psychic and a medium, two different people 10 years apart, tell me the exact same ending with the exact same person I'm supposed to marry, why am I worried? That tells me that everything in life is already set up. It's already planned. You just have to walk in that time frame to get to that step where a major arcana happens. You're going to have little triggers in between your path, but you'll always have a major arcana. Always. I swear on my life. This is how I swear it has to work. I've seen too many things. I've heard too many things. I've talked to too many spiritual people. It just has to be like this. And everyone says you have your own free will and you can change your own ways. Yes. But if you're already on the right track and things just keep going the right way, isn't that the right path? That's the right path. So, anyways, I told her, I said, here's the deal. Go back, tell your roommate, and say, hey, your goal is not to save your twin flame. Your goal is to save yourself first, make sure that your twin flame learns the game, and then you're both supposed to do something on separate parts of the world that shows that you are dedicated to energy, whether it's God, whether you're just on the fence. There could be a God, there might not be a God. But why don't you just walk that middle line? You don't have to find out either way, right? So the thing is, in my spiritual world, I love that little devil girl, but me and the devil, we're good. You know what? I'm telling you right now, everything I've been going through and just the fact that like going out last night, I never had any game when I was younger. I watched most of them just get obliterated out of their entire minds, just trashed. And then they go and I've had like 40 drinks. I'm just thinking, that's just a weird way of like building up a friendship or a conversation or life in general. Because I'm thinking, that's how you're starting off the conversation. Like, not, hey, my name's Dustin. You are, or what brings you out tonight? How's your week? Or, just those little tidbits. How was your day? Hey, it was great meeting you today. So it was interesting because, like, even before I went out, my one buddy, he goes, okay, people, since you guys are not really cluing into the club game, if you go out, your goal should be meet 50 people, get 50 contacts. Don't just get the contacts, Go out, get the top contacts, and then follow up with them the next day or two and just say, hey, it's great meeting you. Thank you once again. If you need anything when you're in Vegas, please give me a call. If I'm ever in Dallas, Texas, I'll give you a call. So it's kind of one of those, you got a network. That's how you get ahead in this world. Even if you're a lone wolf like me and you want to do everything by yourself, you still have to network. Maybe your network's smaller, but to make sure those people who you're bringing into your network are people who are genuine, that are willing to help you up. Because if they're not, there's no point having a network. You can have a million people on your friends list and whatnot, but if there's only three of them that will actually bat for you, ride or die, you know, then you only really have three. All the rest, maybe it's just a way to get your source of income. And if that's how you have to think, that's how you have to think. I'm not saying either or. I don't know. Anyways, last night was just very interesting because I had so much attention. Even the one buddy, he just goes to the other guy. It's funny because I was like, how do you two even know each other? Like, I know you and I know you from two different ways. Now you two are friends and hanging out. Like, how does that work? And it's always a female. So their tie is a female. Drama went down. They punted the female. They became friends. I was just thinking, shit, you guys could have just like hung out with me for a day and you guys would whatever. Paths intercross. So they just had to find their paths intercross and then it came back through me. And I'm just thinking, it'd have been a lot easier. And he just tells him, he goes, I've seen this guy for like 4 years. He goes, watch this. He goes, just stand right here for like 5 minutes and see how many people come up to him and talk to him. He doesn't even have to move. So we go, okay, I guess I'm the point of sale today. Like let's watch Dustin. He wasn't wrong. Like within like 3 seconds, three guys came up to me and were like, "Hey man, I like your style. I like your cowboy hat." And I'm just thinking, it's from Lamley's, but thank you so much. And yeah, I guess you just proved my friend's points. But yeah, literally within 3 seconds, three guys came up, and he goes, "See, guys too." And I'm like, "It's 2024. We can't judge. You know what? We just can't. Just live your life. Make sure you're happy. Don't hurt others. Let's go." But yeah, a lot of interesting females, and just trying to find a wife. Like I don't have anything, but I knew as soon as what the psychic had said, I said, "Oh, it's time to go. That means I'm going to get married soon. I'm going to have a family. I better get going." I'm 39 years. Well, I was 36, 35, 36 at that time, 35, somewhere around there. I said, "Oh, I got to start changing my ways." It's June 16th, and I'm 39 years old. So 3, 4 years where it's been every day where I go, not drinking, not going to fuck around. I'm not going to do things for fast cash. I'm going to work honestly. I'm going to build everything up step by step. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out 3 hours a day so that I am there for 3 hours a day so that everyone can say, hey, he is a fitness influencer. He may not have a six pack, but he works out hard. And then if people want to say, what's his diet? It's the exact same diet every single day. Except for the odd second or third day, I'll throw in meat instead of tuna. But it's the exact same diet. I know where my calories are at. With the meat, it's about 1,500 more calories. So that's the difference. But I also wanted to see something, and this is an interesting tangent I'm going on because I wanted to see. When I go to the gym and I'm doing 3 hours of cardio, like it's a lot of work. So I've tried to switch up my diet just a little bit just to see how my performance goes. And if I eat tuna, I feel lighter the next day working out. But if I eat meat, like just ground beef, if I eat ground beef the next day, I'm a little more sluggish at the start, but near the end, I can finish off a little bit better at the end of the 3 hours. Whereas if I ate tuna, I'm fresh all the way up to the start, and then that last like 40 minutes, it's just a hit or miss. It's one of those you'll get a runner's high, and when you get that runner's high, it's weird because you literally feel like you're running high. I don't even know how to explain it. You feel like you're running high. You're high. You're a runner's high, and you can increase the intensity. You can increase your breathing. It's because your breath is just at a constant rate. Like everything's at that one rate where you can just keep going, keep going, keep going. It's like you're at that one level, then you can go for a while until your energy depletes, whatever. But yeah, like I put in the time, I've put in the diet, and I'm trying to show people. And even the one girl last night, and a few stories with her. So I was just kind of like looking at her and not out of like lust or anything. I was just I sometimes just look at people and just kind of watch them and yeah. Sorry, excuse me. So that sounds pretty bad, but it's not that I'm trying to say that I watch people. That does sound creepy. Okay, well, I'm creepy, whatever. I watch people. I'm Dustin. I don't know, whatever. I'm not even going to edit this, so this is going to be out there forever. So it's like, it's not that I do it in a creepy way. I just kind of like to see how people are in situations and like how they react and how they respond and whatnot. And it's just kind of a way of me seeing how people are when they're comfortable around other people or just I don't know. It's a way for me to just kind of observe and analyze people because people are typically very robotic. So they'll act a certain way around certain people or they'll act a certain way around other people. And so I kind of like to just see how people's dynamics are, see if they change. I don't know. It's maybe because I hang out with a lot of people who, in my world, I would call them shapeshifters or, like they have a lot of masks and they can change their face and their reactions to the different types of people. So I've always watched people like that. So I kind of get to see who they truly are and then what kind of mask they can put on. Yeah, it sounds weird. It's just, I like to yeah, I just like to analyze people and kind of see. Probably more for my own security, just to see who I have around me, see how they act around other people. It just kind of confirms, right? So anyway, she goes, "What are you doing? Why are you looking at me?" And I go, "Sorry, I'll put my head down. I didn't realize that you were the queen around here. I won't say anything." And she goes, "Well, that's not what I meant." She goes, "But why are you looking at me?" I go, "I don't know. I just wanted to just see what you were doing, what your environment was like right now, like in that situation." She goes, "Well, move on over." So anyway, she just comes starts talking to me, and then she goes, "How are things with you?" And I go, "Well, got my business going, but I got no customers." I'm like, "You could be one of my customers." And she goes, "But what if, like, after I do your course, I learn that I probably drink too much and I probably need new friends?" And I go, "Well, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. And whatever I say next is going to be very out there, but I don't need to lie about the story. So I'm just going to tell the story how it is. And you guys are going to go, Dustin, sometimes you were savage, but it is what it is." I go, "Well, like after you do my course, you're going to be like me. I went through this for the last 3 years, and I said everything I went through, I've just made a course on it. So you're either going to do my course, go into the bathroom afterwards, you're either going to cut your wrist, or you're going to look at the mirror and go, I think I should probably change some things about myself." And she goes, "That is the most savage way of explaining your course." I said, "Well, I really hope that you just end up looking at the mirror and go, I think I could change this, this, and this, and that would make me a really better person because you don't have to change everything. I'm not asking you to change the whole entire world. We all have flaws and problems and whatever else, but if you are already worried before even taking my course that you might be drinking too much and the people you hang out with are causing you a little bit of complacency in life, I don't know if you really need to take my course. You're probably just going to take my course to solidify what you already know. So I'm not trying to change the world, okay? I'm really just trying to show people what I went through for the last 3 years by myself with no help. And I figure if I can do it, everyone could do it. And when I say I have some triggers and bad habits still, I do. I'm not going to lie about that. Sometimes I fly off the handle. I got some anger issues that I really need to work on. My patience game, trust me, I got two potential wives that I know of. I do have plenty of soulmates that I also know of, but I know the two that I'm supposed to focus my attention on. So that is there. And I can already tell you, like, I'm a nobody. I'm at the very bottom making a video in my grandma's basement. And honestly, I know that everyone has just had probably such a harder, tougher upbringing, and that people just get so forced into life. And it's like you can be the age of 18 to 25, and you should be 45 years old already, owning a house, married, kids, have a car, have a degree. Your next generation is supposed to be up to bat, right? Okay, I get it. But here's the deal. Like I said in my last video, this is like a 6 year journey so far where I got the degree during COVID. So when was that? 2019? So 5 years. I was I was making almost six figures at yeah, whatever. I was making almost six figures before that. And then COVID happens. I go back to university. I do classes during the summer. I quit drinking. I work out every day. Then I started saying, okay, like I gotta get away from the fast foods because I'm obviously not losing as much weight as I want. So I got away from the fast foods and started buying healthier foods. Then I said, okay, like spend a lot of time either watching TV or drinking or playing poker or something. What can I do with that time that's probably going to be more beneficial to me? Because I knew that I was coming up to having a wife, a future, a family, and I don't know if this business will take off. I don't. But I do know that if I've done this for 10 years and I come out with a six pack, the best diet I've ever had, a healthy mindset, a company, I'm not at the top, but I didn't do it anyway, unethically. I've done it the rich person's way for every step that I can do. I've had to find cheap ways to build things. If I didn't know anything, I had to go to YouTube or study it on Google, try it out for however many times I tried it out for hours, and then God or energy or whoever or spirits or guardian angels or ancestors will go, okay, we'll give you this person. And I've seen every day just go by, and I'm just going, this is crazy, but it's like those little steps have just made me, as my friend would call it, and me and him have some interesting conversations. I spent the day with him today, which is interesting because this is going to be my first day off from the gym that I didn't work. I'm kind of not really happy about this because like that's 3 hours I'm going to have to make up sometime during the week. And you're going to say you don't have to. You do 3 hours a day. No, you're right. I don't have to. But in order for my psyche, if I spread out the next 60 days with an extra 10 minutes. So it'd be 3 hours and 10 minutes. Not only am I pushing myself an extra 10 minutes to see if I can push myself, but then I'm also making up that extra Oh, that doesn't even. It'd be 30 minutes. So it'd be an extra 3 hours and 30 minutes. Who knows? I will make it up, but oh, that's gonna be a lot. Anyways, I already do enough. It's just I really want to be. I just want to be so close to that six pack so that when people actually look at me and go, "You put this much time in. You put this many kilometers on that machine. Your diet is this. It's not an overnight thing." You know, like people who say, "Oh, I quit everything cold turkey." So did I. But did you stay cold turkey? Did you relapse? Did you falter? I haven't. That's the difference. And I'm going to tell you, every day that you just keep moving forward and just pushing yourself and pushing yourself, it's easier. You don't even think about things. Things just, I don't know, like you zone into what is important to you in life. And that's the outside things of life. Like, if, like I said, I can change this world. I got the game. I got the game to figure out this world. I got the game. But you know what? Africa was my plan. That was my pan out plan. That would have been the hidden path that I think is just closed. That's just, and you can say it's not closed. I know when doors close in my world. I've seen the path and I see it coming around, and it's different people, same energy, same situation, just little tweaks in life. It closed. I'm sure of it. That means there's only one port. There's one more door to close. And that just jumps me timelines. I don't know. I'm just a crazy guy. But I did have some people who came out last night who said they're going to try my course. So I got 5 people now. So I'm going to do my full on tryouts with them. Get their sorry, I'm going to get their advice on what they think is good, bad, and see if I make any changes. Just take all considerations. I think everything's pretty much done. So I signed up for a TikTok. I don't even TikTok. So that, you know what? I just think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my phone, and after like every hour, I'm just going to like post a little video of the hour, me working out, the time, me looking like a sweaty bag of shit. I'll do it 3 posts a day, and I'll just put my name, health, wellness, discipline, control, six pack, whatever all the hashtags are. And I'm going to hope that that leads to people and generation of traffic to my site. There's a lot going on. Honestly, I just think focus on 4 things. You can get your health down, you can get your wealth down. So all just happens after that. So, um, 33 minutes. I got food upstairs. Oh yeah, in my other video, that food was so mushy. Like now I know how like babies and old people feel. Like it, it was it was vegetables with beef, and no word of a lie. I could literally take the fork and go like this through the whole thing. Yeah, it was mushy. It was like still tasted good, but yeah, it was mushy. Anyways, take your losses before you become the boss. Try to be 1% better each and every day. Try to help others to grow, succeed, be the best versions they can be. Everything happens on divine timing. My name's Dustin Taylor. This is Divinity Virtue. I'm up and ready to like help people. So please come to my website, divinityvirtue.com. Look through the website. I probably have to show where the course section is. I need to change that probably. But I'm going to tell you, like, if you guys honestly want to look at your habits, triggers, life paths, career goals, let's do it. My fees on the website are interesting. So if it's just going to be a one-on-one consultation type thing, so I have a KYC on my website. I will probably have to. Sorry, itchy throat, and I don't want to drink water because I just learned that there is a pause button on the camera, And that would have like saved me like 79 videos where I could have probably like paused it, unpaused it, and then it's only like a pause. But yeah, I take a long time to learn things in life, so 79 videos, finally learned there's a pause button, finally learned how to edit, do voiceovers. I guess that's part of the life lesson. I wasn't taught all this stuff in school, so it took me 79 tries and here we are now. But yeah, so you'll do my KYC, and if we do it together, so I'll show you everything that I've done, and I'm upfront and honest. I don't tell who the people have hurt me or the situations or anything, but I give very honest answers so that you can see like, hey, he's actually showing his true self. And if you honestly look at my questions and you answer the questions, you don't even have to do it with me. That's why we could do it two separate ways. I can show you all my questions and show you how I figured out everything, and then you do it yourself. Or if you want to work together, but then if we're working together, I am charging for my time. And I believe that's fair. But I also want to do group sessions where if it's groups of 5, groups of 10, groups of 25, where I'll show you all how to do it, and then you can either bounce stuff off of people if you want to do it that way, or you just do it yourself, or we can set up a consultation afterwards where I help you individually. Anyways, once again, this is Dustin Taylor, divinityvirtue.com. I'm trying to be the best person I can be, and it takes one day at a time. Thank you very much. I hope everyone had a great weekend. God bless. Amen.